MGFs going back quite a few seasons ago. There's still a few of them that have still around from that old series.
Yes, this is the Triumph GT 6 Mark III, running a bit wide, the 67 car. That is immaculately presented. It looks phenomenal, doesn't it? But unfortunately, it's not looking so good at the moment because it's going backwards down the field. This is brilliant. Towards the tail end of this field, they are fighting for more than sheep stations. They're fighting like their life depends on it at the moment, scrapping. It shows the strengths and the weaknesses of each car. It looks to me like the number 61 machine of Murray Stevenson, as you say, a South Aussie local in his ZS 180. He looks particularly fast in a straight line, and we are seeing that on the pit straight right now. Pulls alongside a fellow MG and will make the move down there under brakes. Broke that a little bit later, and that's enough to take the position. As we can see, the sports has come into the lane. The number 52 of McKinnon had troubles, received a penalty post-race in race number 2, and has now come into the pits with clearly some sort of mechanical drama. I was saying, what can Phil Chester do in clear air? Well, he's answered my question. 2 minute 9.8 or 6 even. 2 minute 9.6, and that is 10 seconds faster than anybody else on the racetrack. Incredible. As
you would expect. Murray Stevenson there, keeping himself busy. He's got, I think that's the Danny Kiyama. Oh, no, actually that's the Vogelbrecht car, yeah, I think, in front there. Yeah. So he's chasing down hard there, trying to get himself up into position 11. So he's actually made up a couple of spots in that lap. Got a bit of fire in the belly of the veteran driver there. He's got pretty keen to pick up a few spots.
He's lost a bit of ground though in this tight, twisty section of the course, but once it gets onto any form of a straight, it just absolutely roars. 2.5 litre naturally aspirated engine. It absolutely motors in a straight line, and look at that already. He's caught straight back onto the tail of the number 48 machine of Vogelbrecht. As they go into turn number 14. It's caught out quite a few drivers this weekend, not only in MGs, but in various different categories. Seen a couple of incidents there, a couple of accidents, but so far in this MG race, no incidents at turn number 14, which is good news. It's such a train, isn't it? From really 8th backwards. behind the MGB GT as well of Bagent, I believe it is, in the number 64 machine.
Dave Bagent's in the midget.
Oh,
and
yes,
he's got Trevor Dumford just in front of him. That's the MG GT, the blue car there. You can see it just going through there. Trevor Dumford, one of our local MG stalwarts here in SA. That car's done a lot of laps at a lot of tracks, not only here in SA, but it's been certainly...
I just want to make this announcement. If you are around the Bend Motorsport Park facility and you want to go on the grid, well, here is your chance. Go down to the Welcome Centre at 2:15, about 20 minutes time. Meet at the Welcome Centre, free for all spectators. You can go onto the grid of the final Australian Formula 4 race this afternoon, but you've got to make sure you get to the Welcome Centre by 2:15 if you want to go on the grid for this afternoon's Formula 4 Australia race. As I say, free for all spectators at the venue. As we look back at the on-track action, he's outbroken himself, the number 61 machine of Stephenson, very, very wide. Just keeping it out of the gravel, and in fact, has that car stalled? Nope, he's found a gear.
All good.
And he is back underway.
So Murray Stevenson back up underway there after going a little bit hot into turn one there. So a couple of the MGS a little bit further back in the field at 76 there of Dave Hopper. Dave's another one that actually came from the original South Australian MGM F Series going back probably 10 or 12 seasons ago now.
Yeah, right.
So he's still continuing. He's still got that race car.
Yeah.
So it's still cutting laps here at the Bend again here this weekend. He was also a part of round one of the SAMG Series here back in March.
And they'll be back later on in the season as well. But yeah, this is a round of the National Series, and it's really produced some great racing up and down the field. But no doubt about our leader at the moment, the gap out to 17.5 seconds, and probably in the time I've said that, he's extended it to 18.5 seconds. He's out there in a league of his own, another 5 seconds faster than anybody else last time through. And we probably don't have too many more laps to go, so these guys towards the tail of the field, if they want to make their moves, they need to make them soon. And the number 15 of Kiama is all over Vollebrecht, but where is he going to make the move? They're very similar machines, these two. One's got a roof and one doesn't. That's about the only difference between them.
Exactly right, they're exactly the same.
Same colour even.
Well, that's what you call a typical British racing green, isn't it?
Exactly right. Exactly a colour I know very well. As they head down into
64 Dave Bagent's the one in the midget there, trying to hold off of the steaming hot MGF. Their own little race back a little bit further in the field. Little lightweight capacity cars there, so there's not enormous amounts of power there. See Bagent there having a good look at the mirrors there to see where the rest of these
and that opens the door for the machine behind the 76 car, and that's Hopper. Great battle between these three at the moment.
All exactly the same race car, so it just comes down to driver skill here at the moment.
Had a big think about it there.
Oh.
I thought we were going for a send and a half, but couldn't quite pull it off. As we see, the number 15 machine looks sponsored by Blendline TV.
I was just about to mention that. So, got the Blendline TV decal down the side of the car there.
We're hearing 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Oh, no, they've just changed their minds. We're going final lap this time.
This is the final lap.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Last time here for MG Racing and Sports Sedan. Well, the Sports Sedan's finished, so it's just back to the MGs now and invited British to finish off their last lap. And we've been watching this little group's 10th down to 13th. Here they come. They're going to spread out and they're going to swamp him here. Oh, it squeezes up a bit tight.
That's so far to the inside. Surely didn't need to be that far to the inside, because then you're in everyone's blind spot. But Kiyama has made it work, although runs ridiculously wide at number 3 and unforced error there.
Triumph there of Jeff St. John Cox. We thought he might have had an off-track excursion earlier on, but that wasn't the case. So he will finish the race. So great to have the MGs on board here as a part of this South Australian Motor Racing Championship here this week, and that is their final race for the weekend. We do thank them for bringing them on. There's been some pretty good racing from this group this weekend. So
really good.
And they have travelled far and wide. They've come from a lot of Victorians involved here in this series. And they're just running to come through and to finish the last few cars off. Trevor Dunford coming through in 9th position.
Bajent's having to defend heavily there into turn number 17. He's run wide. He's opened the door for Kiyama, who's going to fill that gap going into the final corner.
And he'll get him too.
But will there be a cutback again? No is the answer. Good move. Great racecraft from the number 15 machine, who steals that position at the line. 10th place, took 3 places on the final lap of that race. Brilliant end for Kiyama. Big